Or silver.
1 silver. Okay. 1 silver paid.
Hold on a second.
Just
Just there we go. Sorry, there was a brief glitch in terms of internet capacity. Everybody went robot-y real quick.
I see.
It's back to normal for me now. But like, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't hear, or I didn't hear the music for a moment, so I figured there was something going on.
It's fine. It fixes itself.
Yeah.
Or did indeed.
It's a little blip, but I think we're mostly fixed. I think we're mostly here. Here enough.
Here-ish.
Yeah.
I'll give it a moment. Anyway, we'll continue as normal. I apologize on the other end if I start sounding like a robot. Things are being weird.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just become a robot.
Yeah.
I think Discord's just having a hiccup.
Yeah. It might more or less be my internet. I don't know why, but we'll fixate on that another time. But yeah. So it's 1 rupee to the copper. So it's so it'd be 4 silver total for the rooms. But yeah.
I'll pay 1
each.
Yep. 1 each.
Okay. All right. But yeah. After you hand over the money, the Goron will turn. He'll get you your keys. Put them on the counter in front and say, in the morning, if you're looking for breakfast, then that's going to be another 10 rupees per person. It's the chefs don't really have much of a menu. It's more of a buffet sort of thing. He'll gesture over to the island counter sort of thing, where now much closer you can see that there are like heated trays that are over like a pit of low burning coal that keep a lot of the food like warm. There is a section that is open that instead of a tray there is a ladle just in the coals to accommodate for Gorons. But
Nice.
yeah. Otherwise,
Magoda just said like, "Oh, eating coal. Never thought of that."
yeah. Otherwise, the Goron will say, "Oh, if that's the case, enjoy your stay. Well, you don't have to stick around in the building now that you're here, though we do appreciate it if you are going to come in. Don't leave it too late. Guests are trying to sleep and everything, and I've got to go to bed at some point too."
Of course.
Yeah.
I'll give silver for breakfast. I'll give silver for breakfast, alright, just because.
Oh no, Elveron's just robot-y.
Oh! Oh!
Yeah, very much that.
They've been taken by the robot.
Oh dear! Everyone else sounds
the
fine!
The AI is coming for us. Thank you back.
Yeah. We got you back now.
Alright, cool. Yeah, I'll just pay the silver now, so that way I just have it out of my inventory, but yeah, because food's food. But, yeah. I personally am ready for some sleep after getting some food in. Does anyone else have anything that they'd like to get done tonight?
Well, I would, if at all possible, before we go to sleep,
Alright.
talk with you all.
Okay.
Sure.
So if you're ready, please do come to the room I'll be staying at, and
Just lean over to look at the key to see which number that room is.
I'll show it.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Get some food and then head on over.
Hmm.
Excellent. Are you going to eat from the buffet within the Steam Whistle Inn, or are you going to wait it out to go and eat at the Railmaster's favor?
I'm gonna eat from the buffet.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's right here.
Might
Just
as
gonna
well.
Maybe
walk
on
over
the
and scoop up the coals.
exactly.
Yeah. I will watch in fascination as you eat the coal.
I grab a different type of like ceramic or stone bowl to put the coals in.
Mm,
Like cereal.
and then eat the bowl.
It's more like grabbing some toast.
Yeah.
I was thinking that like if it's a ladle and stuff like that, it's probably closer to like a veggie medley or something along those lines.
Mm.
Yeah.
Crunchy.
Oh yeah. But yeah, you have some hearty food for those who eat, regardless of what type of food it is. It is okay. Thumbs up emoji. It is like
It sure is food.
it sure is food. It's not
It's
inedible.
edible.
It's not disgusting. But
It's
it's not
fine.
like the greatest in the world. It'll do.
Mm.
But yeah, and not many other people seem to kind of come in. Those that do already have a room here, so they just kind of bypass the desk and just head straight up to the rooms and stuff. But yeah, satisfied with food, the rest of the evening is yours.
Mm.
Head on over to Leisha.
Let's not keep her waiting.
This talk isn't too awkward because we're probably sharing the room.
Yeah, probably.
It'd be really funny if this ends really awkwardly and you two still have to share the room.
Oh,
No,
dear.
I'm just gonna steal the bed in your room.
Oh no.
That's fine. I'll sleep on the floor.
But yeah, as whoever shovels in first, you'll see Leisha sitting on their bed, Renji kind of in their lap, curled up, pretending very hard to be just a stone. Just well, if everyone's here,
Mhm.
then I believe I owe you an apology.
Alright.
I've not been the most friendly of people. And normally, I don't really care about being friendly. Because every time, at least for the last, well, as long as I can remember, people have become rather upset with me. To violent ends. And so I figured, well, that's going to happen anyway. I might as well be a little bit prickly on the outside already. We've been traveling for, well, longer than I have had prior acquaintanceships, I would say. And that has not happened yet. All that to say that I think the, well, curse that I'm living under is being satisfied in another way, let's say. So, while I try and keep that curse happy in that other way, I decided that I should be a little bit more accommodating towards all of you.
Good, gonna raise a hand.
Yes.
Do you mean like a literal curse? Like that there is that actual magic curse on you?
I look Makoto in the eye and casting Ghost Sound, I say, yes.
Okay, just checking, because there are actual curses.
Yes, I am
And
aware.
sometimes people just assume that they're cursed when really they're just like unlucky or something.
Okay, so it's not a curse per se.
Hmm.
It's a pact.
Okay.
And I've not been diligent in maintaining that pact in the past, which brings discomfort and discontent with me for the people that are around me. So far, that does not seem to have affected you in the way it has others. Either you're all very special people, which, no offense, I doubt.
What are you talking about? I'm
I'm
very special.
taken.
Sorry.
I think Ant is special.
I am having a hard time not being so acerbic. I think with putting the people that we've come across to peace, as it were, I think that has mitigated any negative effects of the pact that I am under.
Those words you were speaking at the end of the little burial we did. Those have something to
You
do
are
with the
so
pact?
perceptive. Yes, yes, it
You
does.
weren't exactly quiet with them, but I didn't understand a word of it.
Mm.
Not a language I've heard before.
Truth be told, I don't know what I'm saying most of the time. I know what I'm saying. I know what the words mean. I can't consciously say much more in
Because
that
of the magic involved.
language. It's a memory is a tricky thing for me on the best of times. So I don't know where I learned this. I barely know much about my life before the last 2 years. Also,
And
Renji can
Gary,
speak.
yeah, we figured that out.
Yeah, he's a jerk about it, though.
Yeah, playing an innocent trick like that's perfectly fine. And
Yeah.
usually, it's good to not draw attention. If that's something that you guys were avoiding.
Yeah, well, the not drawing attention part has been made a little bit more difficult now that, well, whatever this is, and I point at all of the little wisps of flame, of like ghostly flame around Renji. That is new.
Well, yeah, but you also got like a 15-foot tall wall of rock to help you get from point A to point B, so.
It's like magic familiars are a thing. But or just
Yeah.
around.
While
Summoned
that is all
bats
true,
yesterday, or earlier today.
a what?
Summoned bats like just earlier today.
Yes. It's just that with all of this, being inconspicuous has become a little bit harder.
What?
But that is neither here nor there. I just wanted to make sure you knew that I'm going to try and be less prickly.
I was gonna wander over to the bed you're sitting on, just sit down next to you and put a hand on your shoulder. Like, look, I've been in a situation where everyone hated me for a while too, and I know it sucks, okay? And I understand why you were doing that. I don't hold it against you.
That's much appreciated. You can just see
Hmm.
that Lisha is holding back like some snarky comments.
Mhm.
I think if things are going to be a bit more conspicuous, we should just lean into it, given that we are a motley crew and gathering
Mhm.
attention anyway, so we should all hit up the Golden Thread tomorrow. I'm kidding, that's probably going to be extremely expensive. Have you seen these
Maybe
menu
after a couple more
prices?
jobs. Maybe.
Maybe.
Like, I
My-
pull out
I
the
mean,
menu for the Railman's
Mhm.
newspapers, like, fucking $20?
like I
20
was like,
or
I
fucking 20
mean,
rupees for
I would absolutely kill in some of those high quality threads, but
Mm,
after a couple more
honestly,
drives.
my costumes might need a bit of a refresher anytime soon.
but
Maybe
no.
there's some places in town we could look at tomorrow in the morning. Just for
Yeah,
a
I'm
night
sure
of
there's more places in
window
the
shopping.
I'm sure there's more places in Castletown as well.
Most
Mhm.
likely. Also, I am
Yeah.
assuming that you'll know that the the gentleman was and the lady and the dark lady. They're me.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay.
They're nice people.
Eh,
Makoto says, accidentally also giving you a compliment.
eh,
But we don't have to do it tonight because I'm tired and we should get some rest. But on the way over tomorrow, if there's some details about this bargain, I guess, that pact or whatever you want to call it, that you made, I would like to know it. Because frankly, while I do understand that that you're this is part of your job, I really don't want to make a habit of trying to make things easier around you by taking care of bodies. As in
there is a
making
moment.
them to take care of.
Yes.
Mm.
There is kind of like a little bit of a glare as you say the bargain because I don't
Mhm.
think I've mentioned
You
any
have
of
not.
that.
No,
You have not.
but it is a term that someone
there
might use
is
in this situation.
that's very much a term.
Yeah.
But there is that glare of like,
Mm.
do you know more than you should?
Yeah. It was
But
like,
also there is a
in my health for us to know how to help you
yes.
not do things that are against it.
Well, I am not in the business of creating bodies.
Yeah, sorry.
I
I
am
don't
in
know.
the
We did pretty good over the past couple of days. We made like what, 5?
true.
Mm.
My task is limited to laying bodies to rest. That is already deceased bodies. I am not against killing, as you've noticed. But that is not a means to an end. That is simply making me have more work.
I have a question.
Sure.
Feel free to take it however you want. Why did you become an adventurer specifically?
Because it's
Because adventuring involves a lot of body creating.
it does not normally or necessarily involve a lot of social interaction.
And yet, we've had to do quite a bit in our not many jobs we've done so far.
Yes, well, I didn't expect to be part of an adventurer's band. That was a bit of a surprise on my end.
How many solo adventures do you know of?
I know a couple of solo vagrants.
How well do they do?
Not as bad as I have had it.
But not great either.
You can say that.
Usually when it comes to surviving during this job, having a team's a good thing to have.
True. With the caveat that I did not expect to make any lasting connections, let alone positive ones. That belief has sort of been shaken. Also, Anda, for your
Yes.
comfort, I am very much opposed to disturbing the dead or creating unlife.
Oh, don't worry. Yeah, undead, bad, very bad. We don't like those either.
I think we've all kind of dealt with the force of the undead pretty handedly, pretty quickly, all things considered.
Yep.
In our last two jobs.
So if there's any other objections you may have, would ask you to speak them and speak your mind so that I can put them at ease.
No, I just it's more the frequency or anything like that. Is it just like when you come across things, just like is it you gotta lay a body to rest every fortnight or something?
I do not know.
Okay.
All I know is that I have neglected my duties in the past, and I have suffered misfortune because of it.
All right.
So it'll just be when bodies are around, that's your job.
Yes, that is the short of it. Yes. And I do this not out of any particular necessity towards one deity or another. As you've noticed, I've asked what the deceased's beliefs are, and I've been trained by a witch to respect those traditions and those rites. The main part is to make sure that those who are deceased find their way to where they need to go.
Well, that's all the questions that I have.
Melody, you are a bit quiet.
Mm, I guess nice to know the reason that you were pretending not to like us.
You tried so hard. We're just so likable.
Yeah. Look at these
You
faces. How could you say?
have proven yourself to be sickeningly sweet.
I'll take it.
But I suppose I could use a little bit of sweetness.
It helps.
And Renji seems to like you also.
That's because he knows what's up.
He knows where he can get treats.
hmm
I like kind of
During-
turning down towards Renji's
during
like,
the
I
during
know
the
you little
conversation,
thief.
Makoto did slide him some meat from the buffalo burger.
He's gonna get fat.
It's only a little bit.
It's only a little bit, but soon he can't go through the cracks that I need him to crawl through.
It's fine, just as one.
I mean, if they're made of stone, Dakota could just
I can
make them
make them.
wider.
Yeah, I can make them.
Eh, all right. Let's go
There is a laugh
get.
or a smile on Leisha's face as well.
Let's go ahead and get some rest then, and head on to our meet up with Wendy in the morning, and head on over to our next job.
Yeah,
Okay.
going to school.
Yeah.
I would like to make a check recalling information about deities or deific-like figures that may require such things, or
Mhm.
do things involving the dead there, or at least helping people pass on.
Okay.
What kind of recall knowledge would that be?
Religion.
Oh
What a
boy!
Oh
surprise!
boy, religion.
It could have been occultism, but I figured that, I'd ask.
I might work as well.
Mhm.
26.
Okay. With the 26 that you know, Etheria and Evilas are two deities most associated with the dead.
Mm.
Both claim some form of responsibility. Etheria for the sake of the comfort and the passage of death, Evilis for the judgment of them. This doesn't necessarily mean that they work in tandem with each other. It's mostly just that they both have their own purview over this specific thing. There are other entities, of course, that would have domain over death, or at least would interact with the souls of the dead at least a couple of times. There are psychopomps like the bargainers who are as noted, focusing more on, or at least records vary. Most records would typically say that the bargainers are not necessarily ones who would demand souls in exchange for a benefit on the other side. They're basically acting as negotiators for souls that refuse to pass over to the other side. And there are a couple of other lesser known entities as well. Some would have a connection to death by way of disrupting the natural cycles of life and death. Undead creatures that would do their best to lay claim to the past souls and the bodies they've left behind. Demise being an entity of immediate evil in all aspects, clearly would have touched upon death at least once or twice within their existence, if only to corrupt it like they corrupt everything else. But yeah, that would be your general knowledge on the subject.
Okay. I think respecting Leash's privacy, even though Ando would have the opportunity to just go, "Hey, Makoto, here's this." But no, I think to respect Leash's willingness to open up in privacy,
I think as soon as
Ando
you say
kind of just
any of
keeps it
that,
to
even
himself.
with if you think you've said any of that, even without a role, Makoto go, it's not demise.
Oh yeah, no. I don't think it's. I think, given
Yeah.
that the language that was spoken was
Yeah.
not Gerudo, because I would have heard Gerudo before. Leisha's not wearing evilest colors, which we've seen recently, and pretty
I've also
certain we're
not
not
been
traveling with
buddy
evil.
with Nadine.
Yeah. I don't know.
Uh,
They are kind of solo people. Maybe they don't get along.
maybe, but yeah, it's definitely kind of more keeping it to himself before getting some rest.
Yeah.
Mhm. But I've been rumbled.
It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you head to bed and get some rest. Oh, it is a restful night.
Sleep well.
Yeah. The
Every time we go to sleep, I keep thinking you're gonna say one of our characters' names, and we're gonna be in a dream with a wizard.
Not yet. Give it a few more sessions in.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, so early doors yet.
Yeah.
But
Early
yes.
doors?
Mm.
Oh god, the door does matter.
The doors!
So it's a dream about Jim Morrison. Got it. Okay.
But yeah, the beds themselves, much like the food, it's okay. It'll do.
The bed.
But you do manage to get a full night's rest, and wake up as refreshed as your character may be on a regular sleeping night. Whether or not they're a morning person is entirely up to you. I clearly am not an existence person, judging by how much I've been yawning.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Breathe. Deep breaths, full breaths, breathe.
There we go. All right. But yes, it doesn't take you too long to make your way out. If you decide to get breakfast, once again, it is 10 rupees per person to take from the buffet. But
Makoto does pop out early to do some exercise and probably comes back in when people are coming downstairs to eat breakfast.
yeah. But yeah, you're able to return the room keys to the fella behind the desk. Getting to Wendy in the morning is also pretty easy to do. Doesn't take you long to find your way back to the halfway house where Wendy will, who clearly has been lacking some sleep since the night before, provide you with the appropriate pay, which was, if I recall correctly, what she promised in her letter. There's the letters. Wendy Brigginson, 5,000 for you and 10,000 as the standard fee for the guild, giving you a total of 15,000 rupees. And then
Put stuff for the guild aside, and then that leaves 1,250 for everybody after that. How I will Anda will ask Wendy, how much does door repair cost here usually?
that's a good question. Well, the last time the doors broke, it cost me about 50 rupees to get a new one.
All right. Then I will give her 50 rupees out of my cut
Oh, thank you.
for the door I broke.
Yeah.
I think we can settle that amongst ourselves.
That is entirely up to you. I broke the door.
We
Makoto just shrugs like, yeah, fair enough.
are colleagues, are we not?
we are, and if you want to get me back for it later, we can. But this is
Yeah,
what I feel I need to do for the moment. So I do
All right.
appreciate it, though.
we'll buy you lunch when we get to Castletown.
All right.
Okay. Um, but yeah, unless you have anything else you'd like to speak to Wendy about, or any other business left in Rig instead, we can. You are free to begin your journey to Castletown.
Do
All
we
right.
need any more provisions?
Um,
I don't think we've
that is
had to use
entirely.
any rations, but could restock with a copper or a little bit of stuff we got left over.
I think Lee shall check check the rations that
Oh,
they've got.
oh yeah, rations are one equals 1 week of food. We're good.
Oh,
I have 5.
I have 7.
Yeah, we're fine.
I have 2, but I could just eat dirt, so I'm good.
Yeah.
This is for you guys. I got backups
Yeah.
for you guys.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. Hmm. I think the only thing that Ando will check is Ando will kind of go over to the as we're kind of getting ready because I think our stuff is over near the rail yard and just kind of generally ask, so what'd you guys think of the coffee?
Um, they basically, oh, you know, it's a breath of fresh air, says one guard.
Mhm.
Uh, another one says, yeah, that rail grinder stuff was just swill. This new stuff's much better, far tastier, I think. Um, to be
You can
honest,
swallow it without grimacing.
to be honest, we've been trying to avoid rail grinders for so long and just drink water. That we just have a surplus of the stuff. It's gotten to the point now where to make room in one of the warehouses, we have to actually. They're forcing us to drink it or at least distribute it elsewhere. But this is much better. I have to.
All right. Well, be sure to tell your friends and make a note of of it too for these people that I don't remember exactly the details that we promised them to do. But yes.
Yeah, those guys.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you. We'll make sure to do that. We'll have to commission the station master to be able to, let us have this stuff as opposed to rail grinders.
Yeah. You guys have a good one then, and
You too.
we'll head up. There's nothing else that I would like to do in Rick instead.
Okay.
Me neither.
I'm ready to go.
Get ready to go.
Okay.
On the road again.
So you hop into the wagon, ready the horses, and you make your way east, out of Rigenstead towards the capital of Hyrule Castle Town. The day is not any better compared to yesterday. In fact, some might even say it's a little worse. The wind is a bit higher. It's starting to drizzle a bit more. There's a fog that seems to envelop the area, even as you go. But otherwise, it is fairly pleasant, or at least fairly uneventful for the most part. The trip between Rigenstead and Hyrule Castle Town is actually significantly shorter compared to most roads between settlements. Normally, the roads would be so long that there would be a stable on the way, or at least a watchtower a quarter of the way through. But on a clearer day, you would be able to see aspects of Hyrule Castle town, deep at the basically the deepest part of this colossal basin that is the continent of Hyrule. But with the fog in the way, it's difficult to see anything too far ahead. As you are traveling, what is it that each of you are doing?
I'm driving.
Okay.
Aside from predicting weather, first of all, I think I'll be keeping an eye out for anything that might come our way, dangerous or otherwise.
Yeah. Okay.
I will be taking the defend exploration activity, as is what I usually do.
Ready that shield.
And Melody?
I think the scout exploration action gives us +1 initiative if we need it.
Okay.
Just keep an eye on things ahead as we go.
All right. If that's the case, then Alicia, or basically, if anybody's like, so you've got the scout activity, which is just to give a +1 to initiative. You got the defend activity. Though Makoto and Leisha, if you're keeping an eye out in the front, you're free to make for me a perception roll as part of a search action as you move. Just to
Yep. Right.
It's foggy.
Very foggy.
A 19 for me,
okay.
a 10 for Melody, and a 11 for Makoto.
Yeah, it is very foggy. It is difficult
That
to see
pea
much.
soup out there.
Yeah, it's difficult to see much up ahead. With the fog so thick, it's difficult to make out anything coming or going. The road itself is also quite quiet. You don't seem to have anybody coming in the opposite direction, at least not yet, this early in the morning, and no one seems to have really followed you out of town either. Leisha, on the other hand, looking skywards as part of your attempt to predict the weather for the following day.
Yeah, if it's foggy, I might not want to because the DC is 30.
Yeah. But even as you cast your gaze skywards, you see at least a brief glimpse of something. A fair distance away. And then almost imperceptibly, you hear sounds like a clatter and a crash of something. However, it is quite a ways away, so it escapes the notice of your companions, and it is in fact further down the road that you are currently going down. But whatever
I
it was,
do make sure that Anda, who is driving, or wait, who was it?
Makoto's driving.
Sorry.
I cannot drive. I do not have the drive skills.
True. I tap Makoto on his shoulder and I think something's up ahead. Some odd sound that drifted through the mist. Like an accident or something.
Slow the horses down a bit, just so we don't also crash into it. Keep going.
So,
Squinting.
as you are moving ahead, takes a few minutes to actually get there, but eventually, one by one, each of you manage to hear a series of noises. One of which appears to be someone effectively shouting at something, as well as what sounds like the squealing and grunting of swine just up ahead.
Hmm.
I'm gonna ignite some fire in my hand so that whoever's up there can see that someone is coming,
Okay.
because that will show through the fog.
But yeah, as you
Would it be possible from this distance to possibly roll a nature check to identify the nature of these swine? Are these wild or domesticated swine? Is kind of what I'm trying to identify here.
sure
Or sapient.
give me a nature.
20 plus
I can roll nature.
8. 22.
I can't roll nature.
Oh no, Makoto.
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck that is. Sounds like an ostrich.
Hmm.
Could I help someone
I have nature.
with that?
Remember, we are playing Pathfinder. We are a new session, so if you would like to make it fabulous, you are more than welcome to.
Nah, the people
I'll-
have got good rolls. I
I'll
think
also just
I'll
roll.
just be fine.
I'm happy with that roll.
Yeah.
We got,
Nice.
let's see, a 22, an 8, a 17, and a 28.
A natural
Okay.
one for an 8. It is important to
Yeah.
note
A
those
natural one
in
for the
this
8,
list.
yes. Yes.
So, with the 17, certainly sounds like the creature is much larger than one would anticipate for like a normal pig. But then you can determine that there is at least 4 of them. With the 22 and the 28, you can determine that they're definitely wild creatures. And their size is quite prodigious. You can probably tell by the pitch and the growl that is behind it. It's definitely not just a normal pig. It's more than
What are you
likely.
talking about? It sounds like a perfectly normal pig to me.
Yeah. Sounds more akin to a boar of some kind. But as you get much closer, and the fire in Makoto's hand becomes visible, the person shouting at the boars turns and sees it and starts clamoring like towards you, just in the near and perceptible. It's like, "You, hello there! Can I help, please? I'm in a bit
I'm gonna
of a
stop the
bind."
horses because I've remembered they're not battle trained,
Hmm.
No,
and
they're
we'll
not.
jump off to go investigate on foot.
I follow after Danny. As in, I follow after Makoto.
Run away.
Alright. So, as you get closer on foot, eventually, as you get close enough that the fog has dissipated a bit, you see this rather interesting sight. Standing upon a rock appears to be a rather spindly-looking Hylian man with a mess of dark hair. They are precariously balancing upon this rock, which in turn has been covered in scraps of wood and cloth, to the point where you're wondering, there's no wheels, certainly, but you're wondering exactly how this complicated mess of debris seems to have piled up around the base of this rock, in shapes that don't seem to line up with any kind of building or vehicle that you may have encountered before. But the pressing matter is the fact that 4 Bulbos seem to be crowded around the base of this rock and are squealing at him in territorial aggression. And that is where we will end the session for the night.
Oh.
And with
Is
a
this
guy
like a-
being harassed by pigs.
Is this like a domesticated talus?
You don't
Makoto
know?
just looking
Oh,
at him
this
like,
stuff.
wait a minute. Those are normal pigs.
But yes, thank you everybody so much for listening / watching. I've been Articulate T, the storyteller, and with me, as always, I have had Crass Nether playing Leisha.
Well, that's settled.
Mhm.
I have Alvarez playing Under.
we're gonna calm down the pigs and get them to go on their own way. No fighting involved whatsoever. Totally.
I have RoboPirate playing Melody.
Yes, we will calm the pigs, not roast them.
I have Danny Cat playing Makoto.
Who likes bacon?
I will see you folks next time. Take care now. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.